Today's episode of Here For It podcast is brought to you by...
We do not have any sponsors yet. Shout out to us. Naked out here.
We won't be naked for long, but we are a brand new podcast. We are here to talk to you about many gay and straight and regular black ass topics.
Really?
To include everything from sexual health,
okay,
to wellness and better being black, showing your black ass.
You
magic.
know what? Your beard is really cute in this light. I'm glad I turned the light on.
I'm glad I brushed it today.
The Lord will do things for you. He will turn the light on when you need it. My name is Ronald Matters. I'm an LGBT culture blogger, and my press mentions include the Wall Street Journal, the Black LGBT Power 100, Ebony.com, and Queer T's Black Gay Blogs you need to read ASAP. Shout out to me. Read it. RonaldMatters.com.
And I am Martel, the Superman Todd. I am a supermodel. I am a YouTube personality.
Oh.
I'm a brand ambassador for everything that you love and like and want to go get.
You're a brand ambassador for a cock.
And I'm a sexual health specialist.
Oh, shout out to me. Oh, are you specializing in my sexual health? Or?
No, not yours. Nobody wanted yours.
Anyway, main point. What are we here to talk about?
We're here to talk about many things. So, like, what's going on in the world today? We already know the world is quite fucked up in the era of Comrade Trump. But we want to talk about some things that will enlighten you and you want to talk about in your circles of friends.
No, hold on, main point. Your eyebrows are so good in this light. I'm glad I turned the light on. We were sitting in the darkness. It was the Genesis.
You must come out from the darkness.
And it's like reading the Bible. In the Genesis, first it was dark, but then there was light. And I turned this light up. I mean, anyway.
Thank you.
Main point. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot. I should get t-shirts to make main point, girl. Question mark.
Okay, get to the point.
Our icebreaker, shout out to The Shade of Life, the card game.
They sent us both an awesome deck of cards to play with our friends and group of our friends on trips that we go on to break the ice and to get to know friends in different ways. And so we're going to do one or two today for you guys so you guys can get to know us a little bit better if you don't know us.
I'm scared. I'm shuffling the deck. I hope they can hear it. So you pull the first card.
I'm going to do the first one.
Yeah.
The Shade of Life. Don't be shady. First one says, what is the meanest thing that you have ever done?
No, you answer it. I gotta answer
it. The meanest thing that I have ever done, I fucked somebody's brother before.
Whoa.
That was the meanest thing that I've ever done to someone, probably. But we're cool now. Me and his husband are cool.
The meanest thing I've ever done. I don't know. I feel like in my immature days.
I did it in revenge. FYI. Go ahead.
What did he do?
He fucked somebody else while we was in a relationship. And I found out, and he was very sloppy about it. So I fucked his brother.
You were supposed to pray for him?
No.
Or,
I was fresh out of prayers.
Put sugar in his tank. That is the joke with that. But
that wouldn't have been enough.
The meanest thing I've ever done. I don't feel like I'm a mean person. The meanest thing I've ever done. My words cut sharp. So I guess I probably cut a lot of people with my words. One person, I said something about their fashions, and at the time it hurt their feelings, but they came to me months later and was like, you know what, I appreciated that on Fashion Read. You know what, I was wearing gladiator sandals in fucking February. I was a little bit early with my gladiator sandals.
And early for Memphis at that. It's not...
Shout out to Memphis.
It's not like they were in Florida where sandals are accepted year round.
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
This category is the T, and it says, where's the weirdest place you've had a sexual experience? It was by myself, but I was at college, and I was at one of the many student centers, and I pleasured myself in a busy restroom.
A busy restroom, so people were coming in and
out.
Like
at the student center, it's
you were
real
in a
busy.
Stall. You were in a stall, and then people were coming in and out of the other stalls.
Like, the risk of this, because usually people like knock on your door because they gotta,
or they peep over the top of it with their camera, because those are some cute videos on my Vista.
I feel like those are fake, but my weirdest place that I've had a sexual experience was by myself at the college at the thing. For me, that's weird. It's for me that's weird. Some people probably nutted on somebody's feet and think that's weird, but what's that noise you made?
The weirdest place that I have ever had a sexual experience would have to be an abandoned building in Iraq.
You was over there doing your critical care nursing.
I was doing my job, serving our country and doing all of those things. And then the urge hit us. It was this boy that, we had already been kind of fucking off a little bit in other situations. And we weren't in extreme danger at the moment, but we snuck off, and kissing led to other things, and other things led to fucking.
Oh, so y'all went there to kiss? Yeah. Or y'all went there for, what did y'all go there for?
We went there to kiss, because we were already like out walking around and shit like that, and we went there to kiss, and then it led to other things.
Pull another card. Shout out to the Shade of Life, because I'm going to go into a abandoned building to kiss.
I'm going to play the Shade of Life in Puerto Rico in like a month and a half. We're going to escape Puerto Rico, and I can't wait. We're going to be out there with Brandy, Monifa, and Raven Simone, and a whole bunch of other people.
When's that trip?
Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, shout out to you.
At the end of May, Escape Puerto Rico. EscapePR.com. So the next card is...
Shameless plug alert.
It's not shameless. I'm good.
Anyway.
The next card is, have you ever looked at your asshole in the mirror? I think one time in my life, without admitting too much, I had to make sure that he was all right.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I had to make sure things was good back there. So I think one time in my life, I have looked at my own asshole in the mirror. But only once.
Well, I'm a career bottom, so...
We know.
I check it to shade, what I hair management back there. After trade leave, are you okay, girl? I love you. So I guess it's part of my weekly check, just like when you check your scrotum twice a month to make sure for lumps and bumps. I check my back door.
You looking for lumps and bumps?
You're supposed to check your scrotum twice a month.
We're not talking about scrotum right now. We're
talking
about
cancer
ass.
health.
So you are back there in your ass, like looking for lumps and bumps.
Since I'm doing management, I might as well do. Check and make sure my edges are okay. Check and make sure like my nipples don't have too much hair on. Like, oh, my nipples are getting really hairy. I should get this together and shave my back door to just get it all together at one time.
That's a 3-hour bathroom episode.
And I live alone. Shout out to Petula Bell.
All right.
My second card, it says, state the number one reason why people don't like you.
Sorry.
Really? My words could chart, but it's also why I'm a blogger and I do videos on YouTube. I'm a wordsmith. I do great things with my words.
Bars.
I could be on Real Housewives of DC.
I don't think so.
Because I'm new to the city, fresh from Memphis. The viewers will be like, Memphis.
You don't have enough bundles.
It's my season 1 wig.
You need more bundles. You need more lace.
And I also don't have the brows because my brows are missing on the ends. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to our icebreaker.
That was our icebreaker section. Thank you guys again for listening and being a part of Here For a Podcast. We're going to tell you a whole bunch of things that we're here for and not here for. But next, we're going to talk about pop culture. Things that are going on in pop culture world that are fascinating to us, that are more than likely fascinating to you, and you want to hear us talk about it.
Yes, introduce the segment with your deep voice. The bitch is going to live.
So, there is an article out where Alan Cumming, a semi-known star, is talking about...
Oh, he's semi-known? What's that movie where he... because when they do it, it's always, oh my God, he lost weight for this. Oh my God, he's portraying a homosexual for this. Oh my God, he's wearing Manolos. Y'all can afford Manolos, girl. I can't. If I do it, it would be groundbreaking. Or, oh my God, his navel is showing on video. This is groundbreaking.
Shout out to navels. I like Audis. But Alan Cumming is recently been talking about millennials that don't care about the AIDS crisis, like the old people that used to advocate about the AIDS crisis and were telling us, that it was an epidemic and it was going to be the end, and we had saw tens of millions of people dying in the 80s and early 90s.
Trump is president. Is that what you're referencing? I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the millennials.
It sounds like my real life with Trump being president right now.
Well, he hasn't killed tens of millions yet, but it's only been 60 days.
Have you seen that face? You ever seen his shape?
I want him to fix that face and fix that body. But anyway, the story is he thinks that millennials don't care as much about the AIDS crisis as the kids and all the coordinators and everything like that back in the 80s and 90s. And to that, I say, I think that's factually untrue. I think that back in the 80s and 90s, when young kids were finding out about AIDS and or HIV, they didn't care just like the kids now don't care.
What do you mean?
Because they were young, they were impressionable and sometimes irresponsible. And that led to the epidemic. That led to the tens of millions of people that were...
the gay cancer.
Killed by the quote-unquote gay cancer. So it's not a lack of empathy or a lack of caring about a subject in 2017 versus 1985. In 1985, kids didn't care just as much either. Neither did politicians and lawmakers, but they do now.
The president, when it first came out, did not even mention. Who was the president at that time?
That was Ronald Reagan.
Oh, his name is my name too.
Nancy Reagan was very salaciously
big word,
famous for her semi-foot in the pond of AIDS work and then semi-not. And then, that's really recently been brought up by Hillary Clinton in the last presidential election. But I think that, the perception that millennials aren't as involved or care about the AIDS epidemic, one has to do with stigma, because a lot of older people look at millennials as dumber, watered down versions of themselves. So I think that's one. That's the first part of the stigma. Two, PrEP. And these people from the 80s and 90s, had PrEP come along back then, and had PrEP been what PrEP is now, that one, it would not have been such a grand crisis on the scale that it was. And two, it numbs a lot of people, millennials and older girls today.
Can I go on a mini rant? I don't mean to interrupt, but here's my rant. Oh, can I gotta wait for approval first. Oh, I'm such being a dominant bottom.
Approved.
Okay, so everybody I know works in HIV education. I mean, I can't find a black gay man out here who's either obsessed with it and it's his life purpose, or a man who's like, if you don't get on my face with that, yes, I know that 1 and 2, according to the CDC, will become positive in their lifetime. And yes, I know that I can go to free condoms and enter my city on Google and find free condoms in my area. I was on freecondomsmemphis.org the other day, and I live in DC, sure. But shout out to Memphis. I was on there and I'm like, you can get condoms at the barbershop. You can get condoms at the grocery store. All you have to do is go to the customer service.
At the tattoo shop. I saw some at the tattoo shop the other day, because actually that's an 80s and 90s thing, because a lot of people were getting
HIV from sharing needles.
And Hep C from sharing needles and being in tattoo parlors that weren't as clean as they should have been. And so now today in 2017, you can go to a lot of tattoo shops. I know here in downtown Washington, D.C. is possible. I don't know about where you live at.
But the approach is different. So for older gay men who always feel left out in all of the things, like we don't play Madonna anymore in the clubs, and we don't play Donna Summer anymore in the clubs. But that does not mean that we don't care about the same issues. It's just that the approach is different. It's like using a typewriter in 1959 and using Microsoft Word in 2013. It's 2017 right now. Things are going to progress. Our approach is going to be different because the way that you reach the audience is different. We're currently asking people, so if we stand outside the Target on Saturday, can we get y'all to get tested? Where do we need to be? Because testing is an important factor in the world, but it's just we want to be where you will be more comfortable getting tested. No, after you've had 4 shots of tequila and your friend convinced you to take 2 shots of brown, right now is not the time to ask you, bruh, do you want to take this test right quick before you go in the club, and we can give you $5 off admission, bruh? Shout out to my Trey voice, but there's not the right time. So you inspire me so much, but I mean, when is the right time? But
there is no right time, because even after 4 shots of clear and 2 shots of brown, that's not a great time, and neither is a time when I just got off work and I'm completely sober. There is no good time. So as long as the question is being asked and being asked on a regular basis, you allow people the opportunity to at least go and find out. So if I'm HIV positive today and I've been asked 10 times this week to go get tested and I decline being tested 10 times this week,
wow,
then that's on me. That's not on anybody I'm having sex with. It's not on the PrEP advocates. It's not on the CDC. It's on me making a willing decision that I don't want to go get tested, even though that it's very free, it's very available, it's all around me, and I can go get tested. But I choose not to.
And that's why YouTube restricting LGBT content right now, and with the outcry that's going on around that, is so relevant because people need to know that they could get tested. Whether you're 14 years old and having sex, and you just started having sex when you were 12, it does not matter what age you are. According to Facebook, you can sign up for Facebook when you're 13. So you're being exposed to sexual content by 750 billion users all the time. But I've got to be...
Not quite 750 billion. 7 billion.
No, I thought it was...
There's only 7 billion people on the planet.
I'm also looking for a lot of cock. So 750 cocks, 50 billion cocks.
You want to multiply that to find more dick. Got it.
In other news, well, back to the main story. You know, I can sign up for Facebook when I'm 13. I'm exposed to all this content. So don't tell me that I can't search for understanding of the content that I see. I have to wait till I'm 18 in order to understand it. Because so much information is in your fingertips. If I found out about... Girl, coral is going to be the spring colors. Don't tell me I got to wait till 2018 to figure out how to wear coral with what I'm wearing, because then coral might not be the color of the season when I'm 18. And at that age, 13, 14, 15 is a very impressionable age when you're deciding what you want to do. First of all, you got to decide if you want to be a princess or if you're just like, girl, look, I'm not going to be no princess when I'm 18. I got to...
Some of them are princesses when they are 18 through 26 and then decide that they want to wear
Leave me alone.
snapbacks.
Leave me alone.
And J's and Tim's. And then they become princess.
In other news. So don't tell people that, I can find out about sex when I'm 13 on Facebook, but then YouTube says I can't understand their content until I'm 18, because I will have made so many mistakes and so many life decisions by the time I'm 18. YouTube, y'all need to get it together. Y'all claim that y'all are proud, and shout out to when gay marriage passed, and shout out every day for Spirit Day on October the 11th. But then all of a sudden when Trump become president, decide to, well, girl, shit, if we decide this, then we ain't got to spend the advertising dollars, and Google can keep this money in their pocket. And I believe, as a YouTuber, as a girl waiting on the Google check a lot of months, that that's what it all boils down to. So,
well, I'm definitely not here for it, and that's that. I'm not here for the filters that somehow are different between LGBTQ lines versus regular heterosexual vloggers. I, as a vlogger myself, don't appreciate it. You guys are... You're trying to take food off my table. Oops. And you're trying to take away from my bag.
You're messing with my bag.
You're messing with my bag.
It's not what she says on the record. It's about my bag.
So you're messing with my bag with the shit, and I'm definitely not here for it in that case.
Well, shout out to Rico Pruitt, because according to the girls in that group on Facebook, that should not be named because no one names it.
Ooh, that group. That group.
I'm blocked for 3 days.
I don't want to talk about how long I'm blocked. But that group. But anyway, Rico Pruitt. So you know him from About Him and About Justin. And he's gotten some fame and notoriety from that. And
something you don't have.
Sure. He is infamous for being naked and going and pushing the envelope in those series. Whole dick, whole ass out on web series.
Can you spell ass?
Ass. Nikki gonna sue me for that. So some of the bloggers are talking about his recent porn stint, his very first porn stint,
where he's being paid $15,000,
allegedly $15,000 to do a one-on-one raw film with black addictions. And so the film, the trailer looks hot. I am not going to deny, if you are a porn watcher,
all this slob. I was like, is his breath fresh with all that slob?
You're not smelling his breath when it's on your penis. You're not. I'm here for it. I can't wait to watch the full video. The trailer is really, really, really good as far as I'm concerned. And you know, as someone that has watched almost all of the videos on my Vista, I can't wait for a new one. So the bloggers were talking about, has he undercut himself? Has he taken away from his potential as an actor? And to that I say no. Because his IMDb page is just as full as mine. Wow. We live in a world where the first lady has posed nude for all of the nude photos. And she is still the first lady, and we can't take that away from her yet. Resist. And in that world, it is okay for someone to have acted in a miniseries, a web miniseries, and done a porno. Shit. Ain't nobody vilifying Pam Anderson no more. Nobody's definitely vilifying Kim Kardashian for it.
So and Nicole Smith made a lot of money from being naked in Playboy.
I agree. Let him make his fucking let him make his tokens off of this, and then hopefully he invest them well in his image, and invest them well in his career, and then maybe he can get a good role in Black Panther 2.
The Wiley Show has sent me a video, and I'm going to misconstrue the details because I'm intoxicated a little bit. But, so Rico Pruitt's manager called The Wiley Show on FaceTime or Facebook Messenger or something like that. It was saying that while y'all out here worried about what Rico making in videos, he's getting paid. What are y'all doing? Y'all sitting up here talking about him, and y'all making 30 cents per click on Google Ads, and y'all just trying to
that sound like a verse from Sheether.
Well, y'all just trying to mess up my client's name, and my client is this, and my client is that. And doing what a manager is supposed to do. First of all, if I was managing the toilet paper down at the Piggly Wiggly or the Giant or at the Kroger or at the Publix, I'm like, look, sir, this tissue is the tissue that you need to have in your store on your shelves, because this tissue will have your customers' asses wiped. And apparently, Rico is supposed to wet our throats. And so his manager is like, no, Rico is still wetting your throat because Rico is rich and Rico has the pipes to wet your throat with. And if you see him playing with other pipes, it gets wet. So Rico is where you want to be paying attention. And I looked at the video. I looked at like 1 minute of the video because I was like,
the trailer is out, unless you went to the website and paid for
No, I was talking about the Wiley Show interview with Rico's manager, and I was like, I've only watched 1 minute of it, and I'm just like, here for it when I saw it, and then I was listening to
definitely here for it, double two.
The manager was ranting, and I was like, unprofessional, unclassy, very Family Dollar, Dollar General store socks. And I'd like to buy my socks at Target. So
yeah, if the manager was worth half of a shit, he would have said, hey, let me book my client an interview with y'all and get my client in front of your fan base to get this more popping, because the best that we can do right now is get some more views for my client. And going over here and ranting is not going to get no more views for my client.
And shout out to The Wiley Show, because sometimes as a blogger, our job is to create the conversation. So The Wiley Show created the conversation, and there must be something there, because if somebody said Ed the Superman is broke, girl, if Ed the Superman is not broke, Ed the Superman does not have to respond.
No. And neither does my management.
And neither does what are the Trump people that be out there talking, the correspondents or whatever they be, whatever they're called. So shout out to the
alternative fact girls.
Shout out to the Wiley Show for creating the conversation.
Shout out to the Wiley Show. I've been featured a couple times. Thank you guys.
We love all of the bloggers in Chicago.
So we want to wrap today's episode up with our last call. And last call means that we're going to take a shot because the bar is about to close. And we are going to give you our last feelings about whatever we're feeling. Because I might be feeling about any goddamn thing. Shit. I might be feeling a way about Oreos. Wow. I might be feeling a way about Target. I might be feeling a way about y'all president. I might be feeling a way about anything. And that's what we're going to take a shot to, and then tell y'all what our last call is before we wrap up the episode. So this is...
It's a double shot. That's worth mentioning, because I'm a bottom. You can't be having me out here drunk and then expect me to perform services later.
Oh, well, I hope you get booked. This is our last call.
Oh, wow. That tequila was cheap or no?
Wasn't. So, my last shot, last call, I'm coming back to the point of prep.
Oh, wow.
Prep is something very near and dear to my heart, very near and dear to my penis. So, I talk about it as much as possible.
Can you show us your penis? Well, just show me because I'm here.
It's on Instagram. It's on Tumblr. There's plenty of places for you to be looking and things. But slut shaming people on prep is the new stigma of the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017. I have seen a lot of people in social media talking about prep is not a condom, and just because you tell me that you on prep don't mean that you're not going to give me syphilis, gonorrhea, all the other STIs that they can name. And it's bullshit. Literally. Those people that are talking the most shit, the loudest, are the ones that are also fucking raw at the same goddamn time and not on prep. And they're out here stigmatizing a group of people that are being socially aware and being socially conscious and saying, I want to stop the HIV AIDS epidemic. That stops here with us. That stops with our generation.
Amen. 2020.
And there's no reason with the advancements in medicine that this epidemic should still be taking that many of us out, with the CDC numbers projecting 1 in 2 black homosexual men to contract HIV in their lifetime. That should be changed. If we have medicines on the books that can change that, there is no reason that you should be out stigmatizing those medicines. Is the medicine perfect? No. Are the people taking the medicine perfect? Hell to the motherfucking no. But are you any better than them for stigmatizing what they're doing to put an end to the epidemic by getting on social media and getting on your fake ass soapbox and trying to tear other people down? You are definitely not, and I'm not here for it.
You better read.
I'm not here for it. I'm not adjacent here for it. I'm not present. I'm nowhere near it.
If I make a left, will you meet me around the corner?
No. My GPS is broke. I'm not going to find it.
Well, shout out to you. Something I'm not here for, which I talk about on rondomatters.com every time I can talk about it, is gay people donating money to LGBT organizations. I don't know why we continue to fail with that. The most recent study conducted by the National LGBT Movement Project discovered that only 3.1% of LGBT Americans give donations to LGBT organizations like HRC, the ACLU, GLSEN, GLAAD, the Trevor Project. They got a lot of the major companies to give what their financial reports are and where they get money from, and only 3% of the money come from individual donations. And so I asked people who read rondomatters.com, which LGBT organization can you commit to giving a $50 donation in 2017? So I asked that question, and the responses are, we always at the club. Ain't it on the LGBT club promoters to give money to them? How come y'all all up in my pockets? I don't make that much money. I work at a call center. And here you go with that again. Just bringing us down and always talking down about gay folks. My Morning Me posts get 30,000 views. If I'm talking about someone's news scandal leak, it get, well, that's bigger than LGBT, so it gets like 150,000 views. But when I say, hey, black gay men, how can we be a better community? Then all of a sudden, I'm dissing the black gay community. RonaldMatters.com, things that matter to me as a black gay man. I commit to giving a $50 donation to the Memphis Gay and Lesbian Community Center every year. $50. I could go to the liquor store and spend $30, $40 at the liquor store. I can go to Olive Garden tonight and spend $50 on 2 people for somebody who's going to probably not be up to par in their performance after we leave dinner. I can go spend $50 on... 50 is the new 20. You can go spend $20 on anything. When it comes to things that matter to you, things that will progress you forward, we definitely need to be making sure the American Civil Liberties Union is getting all of the money that they need. Something happened, and they raised $24 million in one weekend when the travel ban first got. Was it when the travel ban?
Yeah, ACLU were the people that had the lawyers go to the airports to make sure that American citizens could actually get through the airports
and people with visas
during the travel ban, and people that were actually allowed to get in the country when they were told that they had to go back other places.
And I think it's the National Black Justice Coalition. I mean, there are groups, even in Memphis. I can really reference Memphis. The Red Door Foundation continues to be an amazing organization who's bringing leaders in Black HIV health together to talk about how we can be better with in the Black community and in the gay community about making sure that we progress and help find a cure by 2020. People spend money on an array of things. You spend money to try a new shoe. You spend money to change your cable package. You spend money on an array of things. Spend $50 to make sure that the things that matter to you are progressing. So when y'all tell me that, what about the Black gay club promoters? What the girls at Club Rain doing? What the girls at Langston's doing? What the girls that are this and that doing? Miss, you're deflecting.
And none of that actually has anything to do with actually being philanthropic. And so if you want to be philanthropic, you don't even have to just donate to the ACLU. You can do things in your community and be very grassroots about it. There are homeless youth gay shelters in your community. If you're in a metropolitan area, I guarantee you that there is a homeless shelter that caters to youth that are LGBTQ that you can be donating to or at least spending time there. If you don't have the money or resources to donate, go spend an hour there helping them. Go and actually donate your time if you don't have the money. It's not about being flashy, because there are plenty of people that are donators and philanthropists that go unnamed a lot of times in those situations, but you don't have to be someone that's posting on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or anything like that to tell people what you're donating to and how you're supporting. Just go support it because you know that it's the right thing to do.
Amen. Plus your Ray-Bans are fake. The Ray-Bans, you thought you had to connect. Ma'am, your Ray-Bans are fake. Your Gucci bag is fake. All of the things that you thought you were getting a great deal. Do you have to get a great deal when you're philanthropic and supporting your community? Pay the $50. Which LGBT organization can you commit to giving a $50 donation in 2017? I asked the question on the podcast. I asked the question on the website. Figure it out.
And that has been this week's episode of Here For It Pod. We appreciate all you guys' love, support, viewer, and listenership.
Amen.
Definitely share this with all of your friends, all of your enemies, and start a conversation in your community.
Follow us online at Here For It Pod on all of the social media networks: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and HereForItPod.com is coming soon. Child, my web designer added up. But I'm at Ronald Matters.
I am at the Superman, TheeSupaman on everything.
Was that a Remy verse or was that a
That
Nas
was definitely verse? You have never heard me spit nothing in a Remy verse because it's been musical.
Last call is over and we're closed. Holla.
Bye.